So we are doing social distancing, but parks are open for trails that you can walk through by yourself, with your family, so that you can maintain social distancing rules and not be with the whole group. So the way that this works is I'm going to be walking through this trail, and as I find things that match some of the patterns that we'll learn, I'm going to stop and write it down. So I have my dry erase board and eraser, and I do have a marker with me. And so I'll stop and jot. You don't have to use a dry erase marker. You can always use pencil and paper. But let's go. Let the fun begin. So I don't know if you see all of the trees blowing around me. So it is a little breezy, which makes it a little bit cold. Cold. Cold is a word that follows some of the patterns that we've learned. Right. Cold. Old. Cold. C-O-L-D. Cold. So I know that it has a long O sound. I know that it has a glued sound. And I know that because the O is making a long sound, it's a closed syllable exception. Cold. Look what I found. A stick. Stick. Let's tap out the word stick. S-t-ick. S-t-ick. Stick. S-T-I-C-K. So what do I notice about the word stick? I notice that it has a blend. I also notice that it has a digraph. And the I is making a short sound. So this is a closed syllable, just a regular closed syllable. Stick. I looked up and I saw this on the tree. What part of the tree is that? That's a branch. Branch. And branch. B R N A N C H. Branch. What do I notice about this word? Good morning, everybody. I noticed that this word has a blend. I also noticed that it has a glued sound. And it has a digraph. Branch. I also know that this is a short vowel sound and it's followed by consonants, which is making the sound short. So I know it's a regular closed syllable. All right, let's see what else we can find. So I'm looking at a certain part of the tree. What part of the tree is this? If you said trunk, you're right. This is the trunk of the tree. So let's try to write the word trunk. Let's tap it out. T-r-unk. T-r-unk. T-R-U-N-K. Trunk. T-R-U-N-K. So what do I notice about the word trunk? I notice that it has a blend. I also notice that it has the glued sound, U-N-K. Additionally, the U is making a short sound. And because it's followed by two consonants that are making the U have a short sound, I also know that it is a closed syllable. Trunk. We see it all over the place. What am I seeing? If you said grass, you are correct. Grass. Let's tap out the word grass. G R A S. G R A S. Grass. G R A S. And this is a one-syllable word that ends in an S, so I need to bonus it or double it. Grass. So what are some things you notice about this word? I notice that it has a blend, G-R. I also notice that it has a bonus letter, S. My vowel is short. It's followed by a consonant, which is making the vowel short. So I know that it's a regular, schmegular, closed syllable. I know a lot of animals live out here. I haven't seen any out here yet. I saw a turtle earlier. And so that turtle lives in the wild. Wild. Let's tap out the word wild and try to spell wild. 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 W-I-L-D. W-I-L-D. Wild. So what do you notice about this word? This word has a glued sound. This one is one of our new glued sounds. The I is making a long sound. It's saying its name, I. So I know that if it's saying its name and it's followed by the consonant and it's a long vowel sound, that this is one of our closed syllable exceptions. So this word does not have to follow the rules. Wild. For parents, you can kind of pick out some words based on some of the patterns that we've learned and try to get the students or your kids to try to spell the words. It's a great, fun activity just to practice some spelling skills. All right. So I'm walking some more. Ooh, I spotted something. So there's actually a lot of this outside. I'm focused in on this particular one. So what exactly am I seeing? I'm seeing a plant. Plant. How do we spell the word plant? Let's tap it out. Plant. P-L-A-N-T. Plant. So what did I notice about this word plant? I noticed that it has a blend, P and L. It also has a glued sound, A-N. Or you could say it has a blend at the end. And so sometimes our glued sounds they have blends in them. They're connected to the blends. There's not a right or wrong way to mark it up. Just that you notice the A is making a short sound. So I know that this is a closed syllable. Plant. So I actually prepared a list beforehand. And so parents, this is something that you can do. I prepared a list beforehand. So there are actually some things I'm trying to find. This doesn't have to necessarily be a spelling activity. It could be a reading activity if you give your kids the list. So then they have to try to read the words and do almost like a scavenger hunt. So it's just a fun way to do this activity. As I said, it's always great ways to try to practice things. area, which is really, really pretty. It's super, super windy out here, but I'm about to flip my camera so you can see where exactly I'm walking. Just to give you a little background information, so I am in Maryland. I'm in Upper Marlboro, Maryland, and I am at the Patuxent River Park. So the Patuxent River Park has the Patuxent River. That's what you see in front of me. There are trails, and there's also, oh my goodness, I figured out a word. I'm so excited. One of the other things that you can do at the Patuxent River Park is you can camp. So they have areas for you to rent to camp. But camp is actually one of the words that we can try to spell. I actually like to camp. I love being outside. Camp. C-A-M-P. Camp. Camp. So I noticed that it has a blend after the vowel, or you could say that it does have a glued sound. It does have a short A, and it is a closed syllable. Camp. So I'm walking down, and I don't know if you know what this is. I'm trying to not show the sign because it's gonna give a clue, give it away. But this is where boats can come and they can actually go into the water if they want to take a sailing trip, boating trip. So this is actually called a ramp, a boat ramp. So ramp, that's another word that we can try to spell. Tap out the word ramp. 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 R-A-M-P. Ramp. So I noticed that this word has a short vowel and it's followed by a blend. I also know that there's two consonants following the vowel, which is making it have a short sound. So I know that it is a closed syllable. Ramp. But let me show you the tie. So it says Selby's Landing Boat Ramp. And so we actually just wrote the word ramp. So this is what I was trying to hide from you all so that you could try to spell it. There's another word that we can try to spell. It's a type of body of water. It's a smaller body of water. It's not exactly a river. I'll give you a hint. It has a P sound at the beginning. Did you guess it? So the word that I was thinking of is pond. So this isn't a pond, but we can try to spell the word pond. So I want you to think about how to spell pond. Pond. P-A-N-D. P-A-N-D. Pond. P-O-N-D. I know that pond has a short vowel sound. I also noticed that it has a blend. Pond. And so I noticed that there's two consonants after the vowel, which is making it have a short sound. So I know that it is a closed syllable. Pond.